Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I, of course, am Nathan, the baddest bitch in the universe. Over the years, ever since maybe like late high school, I've written notes on my phone for either video ideas, kind of general concepts. In today's video, we're gonna look at some of them that I really can't do. So, without further ado, let's get into this video that has zero structure and is just going to be utter chaos. So this one, which I wrote last month, it just says my poop fears. Now I do remember writing this one. I remember sitting on the toilet in a public restroom, and I had a lot of fears because when I walked into the bathroom, there was a unflushed turd. Now that wasn't what scared me, but I've seen plenty of unflushed turds. What did scare me is, what if I didn't catch that turd? What if I went to the urinal instead and I didn't know that there was a stinking pile of poop in the toilet, and I just left and someone else walks in and they think that that's my turd? That's not my turd. This sounds like a weird metaphor, but I swear it's not. So speaking of poops, this video is off to a very mature start. We have also on April 27th, Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Saying, "You've activated my crap card," and then bending over and shitting on Kaiba. I wish I could apologize enough for the way this video has started. So I'm just going to show you what I think this video most likely would have looked like. You've activated my crap card. This next one, I wish I could explain, but no amount of therapy could ever explain what I'm about to show you. So this one is stock footage, but they're about to pull their dick out. So what it is, it's stock footage, and then I'll just watch. This one just says cheese tournament. I don't know. You know what? Vote your favorite cheese in the comments. Let me hear your favorite cheeses. This one says meatloaf, loaf of bread with a piece of ham. Decent pun. I give it a 6 out of 10. It seems that all of my video ideas so far since January have either been farts or cryptic food concepts. This one from November 22nd just says, yeah, have a, and it just doesn't continue. Have a what, Nathan? Have a what? You wrote it at 2:03 a.m. This one I had written last December. It says, there is no better way to understand someone's true character than what kind of thing they would comment on a porn video. And I have to agree. I don't know where I wrote this, but I had this idea, I think it was like last fall or something like that, where it was about this, okay, so there's this video out somewhere on YouTube about this pastor who is basically punching someone because they're acting up, but he did it for the Lord.
Push my buttons, and he was just, kind of not taking the Lord serious. And I walked over to him, and I went, bam! I punched him in the chest as hard as I crumpled the kid. I just crumpled him. And I leaned over and I said, Ben, when are you going to stop playing games with God? I led that man to the Lord right there.
So I had this idea where it would basically be this, I guess, religious boxing ring where you would punch the hell out of someone, I guess is the best way you could word that. Yeah, I decided not to make it because I'm not a good enough writer to bring that into that satirical context without just blatantly seeming blasphemous. June 6th of 2019 at 9 a.m. I wrote this note. You had a dream where you were wiping your butt inside a tiny train while wearing a leather jacket and people were watching you. You also fought a saber-toothed mountain lion in a weird cave system that was only bathrooms. What the fuck is wrong with me? For the longest time, when I first wrote these notes, I wrote them all in one note page, and that began to get sort of overwhelming because I had a lot of notes. Some of them were just total utter nonsense. Some of them were just yo mama jokes that aren't very good, and some of them are I yell. Yeah, let's just go. So for this one, I don't know what headspace I was in when I wrote this. And I don't think I'll ever be able to understand what I was thinking when I wrote this. Eating adverbs literally. I have no idea what that means. Your mother is so fat that the great contemporary composer John Cage couldn't fit her on a scale. That is rich. So this next sketch idea I want to tell you about is going to require a little bit of history. So in the year 664, there was a thing called the Synod of Whitby. And what that was, it was a debate between the Irish Catholics, the Roman Catholics, on both the date of Easter and also what the tonsure should be, which is what the monk haircut is called. And I had this idea, what if during this summit, they decided to use a woolly willy to figure out what the monk's haircut should be. And I still want to do it. I might even still do it in the future. I would want it to look nice. So it's definitely something down the road when hopefully I have a little more money and can produce some higher quality sketches would be nice. I wouldn't ever want to get like super big production, but there would be a few sketches I'd want that would be special and pretty and still have that sort of homey vibe to them, but it wouldn't just be a bunch of me and my idiot friends in blankets playing with a woolly willy. This one, in 2017, says Meatball Robot. This is an idea that honestly only I find funny, and I call it Randy's Milk Factory. It's about a guy named Randy and his various milks he has in a milk factory. I wish I could explain it. I wrote it 3 years ago, little over 3 years ago, and I still giggle about it to this day. But there's no way I could produce it because, first of all, I don't have the money to make a milk factory. And second of all, I don't think anyone would find it funny other than me. I would be giggling to myself about a guy named Randy and his milk factory. So, no, I'm sorry. Maybe if we reach 50 million subscribers, will I make Randy's Milk Factory? But I will warn you, you will be disappointed. So if that won't happen. But if I do, and Randy's Milk Factory is created, don't come to me when you're disappointed. I told you it wouldn't be funny, okay? And, I think that's a good note to end on, is Randy's Milk Factory. So, yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I hope you all are staying safe out there. And I hope you all are just fighting for what you believe in.